Now, Rigiji has just wrapped up an interview in his Wamunyoro residence, and in this video I want to give you a brief of what was said. And I'll just focus on two in brief, then we'll do a full-on scale analysis next morning, which is tomorrow. Number one, this is the message Rigiji had to the leaders of Northern Kenya. Leave Eastleigh, go build schools in Wajir and Mandera. Not my words, his words. Here's a tip.
This placement of grade 10 kids is a serious crisis, not just in this area, People have called me from all over the country, thanking me for raising this issue. And I want to invite a national conversation around the issue of the quota system. Is it necessary anymore? After devolution for 13 years, after money has been allocated for equalization fund, after every constituency is given the same amount of money for CDF, do we still need the quota system? Is it not time that we said all national schools are available to all the children of Kenya on merit? We shouldn't have two standards, one for some areas and another standard for some other areas. Yet those areas that are being given low standards have received billions of Kenya shillings to upgrade institutions. So I want to tell the leaders from northeastern Kenya, please leave Eastleigh and South Sea and go to northern Kenya and develop institutions. You have serious money. All this money, what are you doing with this money? I've been to Garissa, I've been to Wajir, I've been to Mandera, I've been to Marsabit. I don't see schools. I don't see any institutions. Yet, from the books, you have received billions of Kenya shillings. If the people of Wajir, the county government, decided out of the 99 billion they have received, put aside only 9 billion, at 3 billion per school, they would put up 3 great institutions in Wajir of the highest standard possible. Yet they have received 99 billion, there is nothing to show for it. So let the leaders from that area not cry about being profiled. They are not working. They have not spent their resources prudently. They should use the money that have been allocated to them to put up institutions like the rest of the country. And they should not intimidate the rest of us when we say that those institutions developed by our ancestors, by communities, should also benefit the children from those communities alongside other children.
Number two, Rigiji exposed the budget that has been handed to Northern Kenya so far and the fact that there's nothing to show for it. And then ironically, he's also saying that when he was deputy president and he was touring those regions, the leaders would book a space in his helicopter because they don't even stay there. They're all in Nairobi. So they go together, tour the region, and they all come back with him. None of them live there, according to Rigiji. Just listen into this.
Let me also say this because it's important. Let leaders from Northern Kenya not lecture us about affirmative action. Devolution has been in place since 2013, and leaders from those regions deliberately have refused to develop institutions. Yet they want their children to enjoy the facilities of institutions that have been put by other leaders in other counties. Since 2013, Wajir County has received 99.6 billion Kenya shillings. Marsabit County has received 76.83 billion. Garissa County has received 81.7 billion shillings. Mandera County has received 119 Kenya billion shillings. They have the opportunity to develop institutions of the highest standards possible in Kenya, not just for the children of those areas, but for the children of Kenya. I traveled as deputy president to those areas, and I don't see any institutions, despite the massive funding that taxpayers have channeled to those counties. Yet in counties that have received less money, in Western Kenya, in Rift Valley, here in the mountain, when you go around, you see beautiful institutions. I want to say that we need to have a national conversation about zoning of placement. This was okay then because some areas were marginalized, but these areas have received massive funding from the equalization fund. They have received massive funds from the national kitty. CDF funds are shared equally among the 290 constituencies. Yet when you go to these areas where the leaders are making a lot of noise, there is nothing on the ground. In fact, when I was deputy president, I was shocked that these leaders from Northern Kenya don't live there and they don't work there. Anytime I had a trip to Garissa, to Mandera, to Wajir, the leaders of those regions would demand that I make space available for them on my aircraft. I would go with them and come back with them. And I never saw any institutions there, despite the fact that billions of shillings have been given to those areas.
Now, of course, Rigiji did say much more than that. I just wanted to give you a short snippet. We'll do a full-on-scale analysis in the morning, like I said earlier. And with that, here are today's ads of the day. If you're in need of office partitioning or home interior works, i.e. kitchen cabinets, modern media walls, wall decoration, wainscoting, wardrobes, tiles, bathrooms, window blinds, gypsum and so on, reach out to Suima's Interiors at 07170 443 or info@suimas.co.ke, and they'll get all your needs sorted out. Whatever it may be, all interior works, these guys are the best at it. If you're looking to import clean cars from Japan, UK, Thailand, Australia or South Africa, look no farther from Manani Imports. We're talking 15 years in the game with thousands of positive reviews. Now here's the interesting bit. Manani Imports have experts who will carefully load your car into a sealed container, receive it at the port, counter-check quality and ultimately deliver to your doorstep. Customer service can't get any better than this, and guess what? It's all at an affordable rate. To get started on your journey to own a clean automobile, call or WhatsApp Manani Imports at 0793 687 678 or visit their social handles on Facebook, Instagram or TikTok at Manani Imports. Now if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button, and if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.